Hello family. I know my video quality stinks right now. Let me turn on the other light so that you can see me a little better. I am in bed, but I'm laying here trying to catch up on some stuff. And I must have needed sleep because I slept in. But I got things done today. A lot of communication that needed had. Getting stuff moving, getting stuff on the roll. Quick communication. Things that I actually wrote down this week that I was like, all right, I got to talk about this with somebody. And sure enough, I get a phone call today about the topic that I needed to talk to her about, which was my tenant and her car. Hey, Ruby, how are you doing? Okay, I'm going to go back a few years and like how the divine have provided for the majority of us during all of this time. It's good to see you too, sweetheart. I'm good to catch up. This is my personal thoughts on this thing. It could relate, my story could relate, but in another area of your life. So what I usually like to do is share my experiences, and then however it plugs into your life, you can possibly see the correlation, like a parable in your own doggone life. Okay? Now, and I actually had talked to my friend Alana about this the other day. They said I should have got this on YouTube. I should have went live when I was having issues with my car battery not starting. And this has happened a few times. Like, I've been tested on this. I've talked about the Walmart thing where I went to Walmart and car wouldn't start after my mom asked, so have your car been starting okay? And I needed a jump. I was not prepared. Well, that car shouldn't need a jump. I'm going to actually have to have that car looked at one point as well. But here's the real kicker. I know that with manifesting generators, we usually have to slow our roll depending on what your sign is and, you know, how you present yourself to the world. Taking things that come to you, feeling them out before you make a quick decision. Pulling things to you and self-sabotaging yourself, and then you don't make a decision because of the last time that happened and you self-sabotaged yourself. So there's a fear of repeating energy. Not to mention Pluto is retrograde. So that whole subconscious triggering of emotions into your brain. Right now we're getting communication. Mercury is in Gemini. We're being asked to make decisions. We're also being asked to take it to the divine first, feel it out as a manifesting generator. Generator is the same kind of way. We start things. We are the ignition switch. With manifesting generators, we have to feel it out though, make sure it's in alignment with who we are, and just start it as we're led or saying no. Like, that's the whole boundary thing with being an empath too, I think. That might have something to do with it. You have to feel it out, make sure you're in alignment, take it up with the creator, say, what do you think about this? Is this in alignment for me? If it's not, then, you know, remove it and show me how to cope with the fact of that can't be in my life, that it's not for me. And being okay with that. So if that makes any sense. With Pluto retro, this has been a 15-year cycle roughly, well, not quite that long. Okay, I went in 2008, so how long is that? That's 18, 19, 20, yeah, 15-year cycle so far. Pluto don't leave Capricorn for, I think, till 2024. So we still got another 3 years of Pluto being in Capricorn. So a couple more retrogrades as well. So the things that you have not been able to overcome and the enlightenment that you needed, that you're getting truth about at this very moment, that's coming back around for you to take it in and release it to the universe and be like, if this is in alignment, I'm going to step in that direction. But God, you got to make it happen. I can't make this happen on my own. We're co-creating here. So, but not allowing the blocks of this, no offense, Scorpio, of the fixed energies to box you in to a fear spot where you're not going to be able to make a decision and you're going to miss the boat. Or to step into something too quickly because it's coming so rapidly that you do it out of fear. Fear of loss, fear of not making a move, because if you don't make a move at this time, it could pass you by. You have to weigh that up when the Libra scale's there and be like, can I live without this? Is this a blessing? What are you doing here? Because I remember the last time I jumped into something and it wasn't sounding solid, this was the reaction to that. So the key here is to, when things come to you, and they're coming quick, from past situations, past people, past cycles, past things that you've been waiting on, and they're starting to materialize in the third dimension. You've been imagining these things. You've been expecting these things, and they've just been stagnant. This communication is going to start coming in, whether it's from your divine creator or from other people. Possibly both. The divine creator, look, we're all like kind of chess pieces. The divine creator will begin to lay it on hearts of people to communicate with you, to get you in alignment because of a possibility of something in the future you're going to need. If this makes any sense. So manifesting generators, if this is you, you're probably being bombarded with energy, you're being bombarded with communication. Write everything down. Look, dude, Miss Aries, my Capricorn moon is coming to the forefront, I'm telling you. List of everything from the other night that I have to do, that work that needs done. Is the whole list as it was coming to my mind and I was getting downloaded. I was even at the camper. I did this in front of dude when we were hanging out. He needed a list for stuff for up at his camper, so I made him a list of the stuff he needed. And I'm like, while I'm at it, I'm going to call about this. I got to call about getting my car up to the dealership. I need to list my clawfoot tub because I'm sitting on a 100-year clawfoot tub that is an antique that I could sell. I'm not going to need it. I can't even move it. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be putting online for sale. I should be able to get a decent amount for that. Also, things with stuff that I've been ridding and wanting to get rid of. I talked to my daughter today about starting to put things on yard sale sites. Go through things. Whatever we sell, you get 50% for doing the work. Do it. Just get it out of here. That could be your summer job. Teach you how to be a little entrepreneur. There's also things that I have to send out to people. I'm still crunching numbers, by the way, because I still got 2 years left but the majority of it's already finished. The tree thing getting cut, that I can at least trim it back for now. That's not important, but that is something that I have to do. And then there's repairs that I have at my apartment building, which I had to write everything down of the stuff that I want to get. And then I said about I needed to talk to my tenant because I'm buying her good deal. And I've been saying this since winter, since she got home. I wanted to buy this car, but I had to wait till I got my taxes and stuff done. Taxes are done, just waiting to get going in for 2 years. So I got 2 years to do that is getting sent in. And I should get all my COVID relief back, so we're good there. Also, calling about my student loans. Forgiveness. Yes, I am. So I have a doctor's appointment. Everything's like lining up and setting up exactly the way I need to do it. And then I had to make a list for today because guess what started manifesting on this list that I made on Saturday? Guess. I get a telephone call. Lisa, I got another offer on the car. Do you still want the car? Because this guy's offering me money. Take it, universe. Like, car, hardly driven. It's like less than 50,000 miles on it. It's a Toyota Corolla. It'll last forever, just like my Chevy does. And I'm like, you want to know what? Talk about divine timing. Let's talk about it. Many of you know the issues I've had at my apartment building, correct? Trying to get tenants in there, trying to get all of the units full, again, so I can start getting things that I need. Also, many of you know I've had a black Mazda sitting out here. Sexy car. My baby. But I haven't had I started losing tenants, lost half my income, lost my job. Like, everything just started to fall apart. And the astrology was a part of that, yes. The Capricorn Brigade was up in my moon sign, in my soul. So doing the work on my soul. And yeah, I have a tendency to flip out when people are stupid. Who doesn't? Triggering me. My own fault. Worrying about things that are trivial. Getting depressed over stupid shit. Stuff that I should be living my life and not holding myself back out of self-sabotage. And not trusting the universe that the universe is going to provide everything. However, we do need to get off our butts and do the work. And that goes physically and spiritually. Yes, we needed to take a hiatus, and many of us need to take time with the divine creator. Some of us, like such as myself, needed to take a lot more time. However, these are chores that I've had to get done, but didn't see a way how. Because the funds were not there. They were just... And I started my business off the ground. Like, the things that I started to take care of myself. Like, yeah, today, I had my hair up and I was very tired today. I was lazy, but I got stuff done. You know what I got done today? Talked to Anna. Got the car thing squared away. Have an appointment on Friday to get the title transferred. Got to call my insurance company to get her car put on my insurance. And gonna take it out to my guy to inspect it, and car's mine. Car's mine. Do you know what kind of deal I got on this car? All of my renters are just now got full. Divine timing. All of my units are full. I've been able to put some money back. I haven't even touched any of the money from the people who were coming in. So that's all kind of savings for shit. Taxes, that kind of stuff. The only way I'm going to tap into it is for the repairs that I have to do at that building. I'm telling you, the universe has showed up and showed out. God has showed himself great in my life. He showed himself great. And I didn't deserve it a lot of the time. But he showed me where I was self-sabotaging myself and not trusting the process, not trusting the universe. So today, got an appointment for Friday. Guess what else I did? Funny. Talk about divine timing. 2 months ago, I was going to get kitty food and I was stopped at... No, I wasn't going to do it. Like, I'm not even joking. I saw a tow truck. So I'm like, how am I going to get my black Mazda up to the dealership? Like, I don't know anybody, like, except for, like, Salem Fair Motors that will come over. Who's going to tow my shit? I swear to God, a tow truck pulled up. And the guy that got out, that was driving a tow truck. I said, can I have your card? Because there is a car at one point here in the next month or two that I need to get towed. Because I want to get it fixed. It's my baby. It hasn't ran in 2 years. I want my car back. And I saved the money from that my parents gave me. Didn't spend it. I put it away for the car to get towed. It's a good 40 miles away. Because it's a special model car. It's a sports car. It's my baby. You guys will all see when I get her back. Probably won't be for a month or so, but I'm not in no hurry. I'm getting another car on Friday. Not to mention I have my Cavalier still that still works. I'm gonna have 3 cars by the end of this month. By the end of June. 3. So there's a reason why I needed another car. Dude, the deal I got, $1,000 for a car with less than 50,000 miles on it. $1,000. Toyota Corolla. They last forever. I had one before. Barely used. Tires are good. Brakes are good. It'll pass inspection with flying colors. Should be no problem with it. Might need an oil change. Other than that, I haven't looked over, but it's a Toyota Corolla for Pete's sake. They last forever. Another car that lasts forever. My Mazda's just kind of like my fun car. Does have quite a few miles. Yeah, it's like 100 and... might have 112,000 miles on it now. But the engine on it, because it was a brand new engine that I had to get put in it in 2014. It's an incredible deal. That car has been sitting for 2 years. That is my summer car. That is my... it's my sports car. That is the one that I plan on getting some more better work done to it. And turning it into it's my car. Just so happens I'm going to get the essentials done on what needs done. And then, of course, I got to call the insurance company because I got to get the insurance. I know Peace Dealer says we don't need insurance, but here to get your cars registered, you need a car insurance. I'm not getting the best insurance on any of them. I'll get the lowest of the low. Because let's just face it, my Mazda is worth money. But the other two, really? They're just to get me from point A to point B, yeah. But my Mazda is my baby. I'm getting my baby back. And I have to get it out of here. Everything is lining up. I have to get it out of here because I have somebody coming to help me put up a fence. Remember the ugly fence? I have to have the car moved to do the landscaping outside and to put up the fence. Free fencing. All I gotta do is get paint and paint it. Yeah. Free fencing. Free help. Free materials. Free help. All I gotta do is buy paint and paint it. And the dude just so happens to do landscaping. He's a landscaper. That's what I gotta get done around, just on the outside of my house here. Hi, Turtle Smith. So, the Mazda, like I said, well, I drive that in the summer, and I drive it very little. So, like 3-4 months out of the month, it'll be driven. Try and drive it here and there, just to get it driven. But I'm gonna have my Corolla, and I'm gonna have my, like I said, an extra vehicle in case somebody in my family would need one, or something would happen. They could borrow my car, like one of my kids or something like that. I'll always have a backup and a backup. Because like I said, with my Cavalier, I'll drive that sucker into the ground. Which reminds me, I gotta talk to my dad. He told me he'd rehook my stereo back up, and my automatic starter. I got to take that to Best Buy and say, fix this. Sorry, Turtle Smith. I just go live when I'm told to. These are the things that are happening in my life, and it's quick. And I have to make quick decisions, and things are happening quickly. So I got a hold of the tow trucking place. They can come and take my car tomorrow. I called up Murray and told them my situation. I'm waiting to get my income tax back, so it might not be for a little bit till I can pay for it, but I at least can get it up there. I can at least get it up there, figure out what's wrong with it, get it fixed if need be, which I'm going to. It could take a couple months till I could pay to get it fixed, but at least it's getting fixed. Point. My Mazda RX-8, let me just tell you, it's a limited edition car. It's a rotary engine. It is, cars depreciate big time in value, but they've only made those cars 2, maybe 3 years. They're a very limited edition, and they even have the suicide doors and everything. I love it. They're considered a 4-door, but there are 2. They have the suicide doors where you can get in. I love that car, but it's my baby, and like I said, it's getting fixed finally, because I have some of the resources to be able to do so. Well, that car has been driven hard, and it's been driven too hard. That baby's gonna get puppied from here on out. Oh, when I get, it just won't get driven near as much. It'll be lucky to have 5,000 miles on it. It won't be going on long trips. That'll be for my Corolla. My Corolla has the least amount of miles on it. It's a Toyota. I'm gonna have everything checked on it. Like I said, it's gonna be, and I still have my Cavalier that has been a beast in the winter. So I won't drive the Mazda in the winter. I'll go start it, and maybe if it doesn't snow, I'll take it around a little bit. But then it goes and gets its cover put back on, and Gotta go out and start it every couple, days when it's real cold. But other than that, I'm gonna try and figure out something with a carport or get it put somewhere where it's not in the elements. So, these are the type of thoughts. Are you guys having the same type of thoughts? Of things synergizing and lining up? And this all happened quick. I'm talking quick. I wrote it down on Saturday, and it all manifested today. I'm not saying it's exactly on, but it could relate to you and your situation. That's just my one situation. So I'm going from 1 to 3 vehicles in a month. For, like I said, I've been saving to get my car towed. Kept money from Christmas. My parents gave me money for Christmas. Specifically for that. And I kept it specifically for that. Yeah, I was passed out. I was up doing my research like I always do, looking for crystal pockets here in Pennsylvania because I plan on doing some crystal hunting again. Getting in nature. I'll probably be doing, I got to figure out, I was in the midst of considering buying an unlocked cell phone and getting my straight talk back because I don't like, I'm with a 128 gig phone and I can find them on eBay for less than $200, brand new. They might not be an iPhone or they might, but they are 128 gig. I can't do anything less than 64 gig. And the 64 gig are only like $30 cheaper. 179 bucks. So I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, is this something for right now? Because I don't want to jump into something. And this is where I'm holding back. I already have 3 phones sitting here. There might be a better option. I might be able to take that iPhone into AT&T and say, unlock it, so that I can get it on Straight Talk. Or pay to have somebody unlock it, because it is paid for. So, they might do it for me. It's paid off. So, they should unlock it. Sit on their service, they can unlock it. If not, I'll sell that phone, and I'll go get one that's unlocked. So either way, it's one of the two. Well, I gotta see if they'll unlock it. It was through AT&T. I gotta go into the shop and say, hey, this phone's paid for. It needs unlocked. I don't want your service. I don't like it. I want Straight Talk. If they won't unlock it, then I will take it somewhere and I will sell it and I will get it another phone that is unlocked. Same kind of phone. I'll just get one that's unlocked. No big deal. This phone was barely used. And I only used it, the internal storage. Once you get data and stuff like that, all your shit is restored. Go figure. Plus, I need a 128 gig phone. For everything that I have to do on YouTube, I need 128 gig. So, I'm looking for an unlocked phone. I found a Note 10, brand new, for $179 on eBay. And I'm like, very tempting. But right now, I have other material things that I have to do. Yes, I think I can hold off for a month or two. The only problem is I don't have service over the weekends when I'm in certain parts, and I don't like that. I'm getting out of the cocoon stage, people. I'm going to be going crystal hunting. I'm going to want to go live. I'm going to want to do this stuff with you guys. And if I have no service, I can't. Do you see what I'm saying? I know. Well, I need an unlocked phone ASAP. And I kind of want that Note 10 because it has 128 gigs. It has like all the bells and whistles to it. And it's not refurbished. It's new. It's an unlocked phone. And I'm like, I need this phone. So I know when I will get it. I finally got an email also today. I wish I could read the email to you, but because I have to have all my apps on separate phones, I don't even have Facebook on this phone. It takes up too much storage. This phone is my business phone. All my Etsy goes through here. Everything. If I get an Etsy order and I'm out of range, I'm not going to know about it for a day or two. That can't happen. I won't get emails. I don't get shit. That can't happen. So I need somewhere where I can get messages and I can... Because I'll be in remote areas over the summer. At least they're being in nature again. And, you know, I'm still going to have stuff with my channels I'm going to have to do. I'm still going to have stuff with mystical illuminations that I'm doing. I'm still going to have readings. So my weekends are going to be on excursions and doing stuff and going places. And I want to take y'all with me. And I'd like to go live while I do this stuff so that you guys can see. And, you know, maybe do things with your... Inspire you to do the same. Get out, get a hobby, enjoy yourself, get in nature. I have a whole... Well, I have my own plan for summer here. My own plan for summer. So even my weekends when I'm going to be doing things, I'm still going to be working. Either making jewelry or making stuff or making videos. I want to do stuff when I'm in the woods. I can't. Because I have no service. And I don't have enough storage. So why would I pay $60 for a phone that has half the storage and shitty service when I can get my own service that I want, because it's an unlocked phone, for $15 less a month, and 5-6 times the storage this thing has for $179. The fun part is, I get an email today from StubHub. By May 31st, I will have my money refunded back to me for my NF concert that they have been holding from me. It was either that or I could sign in, log into an account, and get 120% full, like, upgrades if I want to go to see another concert. At this point, no. If I want to see something in concert, I can watch it pay-per-view. I'll pay $20 to watch it instead of pay $170 and be there. Until I know that things are chilled out in society, I'm not going in big crowds. I just want my money back. So, guess how much that was? $186. May 30th. May 31st. That money should be back on my PayPal account. And guess what Lisa's going to do with that money? New cell phone. New service. Like I said, you manifest it. The next few weeks could be a little iffy until that gets put back in my account. So I'm just making sure it gets there. But I was looking to better my quality of stuff. Not to mention setting my studio up downstairs in my office. There's some things I'm going to have to buy for that too. I want to get a microphone and set up different arrangements down there that I can actually do readings from different parts of my office. Like my desk, personally, would be great for like pulling up astrology, looking at the astrology, and doing readings that way through cards with as it goes with the astrology. That very well could happen. For those type of readings. Other ones, basic tarot, whatever. And then I want a studio area for when thank you. I have my own studio area for when I work with the Peace Dealer with Mystical Illuminations, which will probably be similar to background of Blue Flame when I pull tarot. And then I'm going to have for my Jehu's Revenge and for when I do channeled messages. My channel messages will probably always be in my room, but it's going to look different up here. Very, very relaxing bedroom style. Just wait, you'll see. You'll see. I'll have my throne up here and some feng shui going on. And all of this stuff is stuff like that is trivial that I don't technically really have to, yeah, I can do it while I'm home during the week and while I'm working on things. My weekends are going to be for excursions. I got other products in the works that I'm making. Yes, I do. I have other products in the works that I'm making to add to my Etsy store. So Monday through Fridays is going to be work. Saturdays and Sundays on schedule. It'll be lives and excursions and adventures, going to strip mines and looking for crystals, going to waterfalls and looking for agate and all kinds of other gemstones, downloads. You know, I could pull cards at those places, whatever, but I want to be able to have the ability to do so. Like I said, things are shifting and getting into proper alignment with who I am. Also, between my parents, which I always have connection up there, doesn't matter where I'm at their camper, it's just my dad is really, really fussy with his camper. He's great. And that's his sanctuary. You don't go mess with the sanctuary of Pops. He's a Leo. He likes things the way they are. And if anything is out of place, and Mom's Virgo, so that doesn't have... If anything is disrupted in his environment, he could snap. Like, he could get mad. Like any fire sign. When our environment is disrupted, especially if you're a fixed energy, especially with Uranus and all the energy, and then Saturn opposing, it's like, why are you trying to cross my boundaries? So I try not to trigger my Pops, even though, like, I knew I needed to get to the woods. Well, God provided me with a friend who has a camper, who has a campsite, who is 5 minutes away from the beautiful... I'm going to link the link to the waterfalls I'm going to be going to. They are part of the Appalachian Mountains. It's called Ricketts Glen. Y'all can check it out. They have, like, I think 30 some waterfalls. Not the largest waterfalls in Pennsylvania, but the most. but the most. And like, I see so much potential with dude, you know, to help the dude with his camper and stuff. So he's my friend. He's been nothing but a gentleman so far. Now we're keeping it at that. I already told him I'm not even looking. I need a friend who I can go on excursions with, who could be my best friend. Who's going to support what I do. And actually maybe you want to be like kind of a part of it. Let's go crystal digging, dude. Then we can go fishing later. Sounds like a plan. Go crystal hunting in the morning, go fishing in the afternoon. Sounds like a good idea to me. Go to the waterfalls one day and go looking for crystals and have fun. Have a picnic. Then you go do whatever you want. I will go back in the back and do readings or whatever and record or whatever and go live or whatever. But I need better service because this isn't going to cut it. The stream behind the camper, though, has all kinds of sedimentary stone. All kinds. And it's a good 6-8 feet wide. And it's a constant flowing stream. Sedimentary stone. And then there's another little tribute that goes the other side. And then in the middle of it, there's like grass piece where you can dig. I guarantee they're sitting on crystals. I could feel it when I was there. I guarantee you I will find stuff in those tertiary sediments right along with the streams. Whether it is ancient artifacts of, not to mention there's a whole mountain right there. You can start digging in the mountain, I guarantee you. There's crystals in there. It's in the Appalachian Mountains. Just gotta look. I know what you're looking for. That's why I was up. Not to mention, I guarantee the place is covered with geodes. Covered with geodes up there. And all of that stuff can be incorporated in my store. You know? I told him I would help him with fixing up his camper if he came here and helped me with fixing up my houses. I think that's a freaking even to even deal. He does landscaping for Pete's sake. I think he can help me. That's what he does. It just so happens I'm getting free fencing to fix it. He's getting it for me. The skids that I need. Like the stone that I want to get put in my driveway. The 2Bs. No biggie. I only need like a half a scoop of that just to cover the top. And then I just need mulch. $30 a scoop. I think I can handle it at one point. So that is the main thing for around here in May. So y'all know how busy I'm being. And in between that, if I get bookings and readings and orders for Etsy, I'll have to work them through. Not to mention, I have other, I'm going to be making for the summertime. I'm making soap with crystals in them. And I swear if someone steals my idea, I'm going to, I didn't tell anybody. I have certain crystals. I'm going to be making soap bars. Already got the stuff to go along with my spiritual baths, my spiritual after baths, my spiritual sprays. And I'm also making, I'm going to try one more time with making the lotion. Some of the lotions that I have will have, if you want bronzer in them, I got Mica bronzer for you. So I prefer bronzer in the summer. You guys have saw Blue Flame Pasty White. Well, you guys are going to soon see Blue Flame by June Tan. Because y'all probably have rarely saw that. Probably since like 2018, since I started my channel. You'll see me tan again. So, because I'll be out. I don't have any more time to waste sitting in the house. The only time I'm going to be in the house is when I'm working. If God sits me down for a week or two and just shuts my mouth, I get downloads when I work. What happens when I sit around a lot is I sit and, of course, we needed time to sit and ponder about everything that has gone on in the past year and how many of us have played into our own self-sabotage. And I think that that is one of the things that Pluto is bringing back up. Are you going to self-sabotage at this time? Because right now Saturn's over in Aquarius, and what you think, higher knowledge, I'm Mars in Aquarius, don't forget that. What you're thinking about is what you're manifesting. What you write down is what will come to pass. You don't even have to burn it. All you got to do is write it. Intentions. And then the synergy. You send it out and say, God, your will help me get this done. Please provide, because I can't do this without you. We're co-creating this thing, and we're going to make it awesome for the collective. So that I, like my Cavalier, mine do as well. I feel so much better when I'm active and when I'm creative. I already know what I'm doing as far as like my weekends. My weekends will be consisting of going on excursions, at nighttime making jewelry. I will be out in nature working on my crystals, working on my jewelry, getting it out of the house. Taking my buddy's like, look, you do back there, I can make my own little studio in that camper if I wanted to. I think he wouldn't mind. I'm positive he wouldn't. So if I'm there, I could still be doing stuff there as equally as if I would be here. But I'll be in nature. I could go right outside and sit at the picnic table. Yeah, I'm telling you, get off the tube for a while. Get off the tube for a while. It is nice to be able to be like, look, I'm going to be MIA for the next 24 hours. I don't have service. Just letting you all know. However, when it's an important, like I was half an hour late for my meeting last night because we ended up cleaning up and doing this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 10 after 8. We got to get back into town. The meeting started for the collective for Mystical Illuminations, and I came in a half an hour late. Either way, they understood. They knew the Blue Flame has been cocooned for a long time, and I needed to get it. Got out with a Sagittarius friend. Went fishing. I had a good time. So he didn't try no funny business. He knows where I stand, my integrity. He knows my relationship with God and how I feel about that. And let him touch me. It's not like that. Getting to know people. Getting to know people on that higher vibration. People who are open. And if they're not open, sayonara, like, whatever. You do your thing, I do my thing. Just don't let your thing affect my thing. And if you're low vibrational, stay away from me. And as most of you would see, after certain encounters, I would be exhausted. I mean, I didn't do my hair today, and I did sleep pretty late. But that's because I was up last night, like I said. looking for all through Pennsylvania, looking for strip mining places that have recently strip mined, because I want to go and do crystal digging. I want to get my own crystals. You know? I think that's just being one with nature, being able to incorporate your own things with your own products, and not that I don't program everything, deprogram everything that I get. I just want to get in nature. And I think it would be fun. Not to mention, I was offered to go back up to Vermont again, and I'm going to take Amy up on that. So Amy, I'm thinking June. You let me know when. So I should have income tax back in by then, so I can at least have gas and get, the essentials that I need. But yeah, it'll be me. I'm gonna go up for a couple days again. I think in June. And then I know I want to go out to Arkansas as well over this summer to go to a retreat center. Not if you're just digging. Just looking. See, over around here we have mines. We have coal mines, we have strip mines, and a lot of the crystals that they're finding are around coal deposit mines. I have one about an hour away from me. And I guarantee there's probably some stuff up there. There's crystals all around us. They're underground. I guarantee it. I thought about going over to the river and checking the riverbed. See if there's anything over there. I'm sure there's a lot of calcite and bullshit over there. We don't need a whole ton of calcite. I want to find agate. I know we have that here. We have clear quartz like a sucker here, and points. We have amethyst in this state. People don't look at Pennsylvania as that, but we have a fault, major fault here. It's been underactive. Yeah. So it's going to be focusing on so y'all, write down your intentions. What do you have to do? What have you been wanting to do for the past 2 to 3 years that you've been putting off because you didn't have the money? What have you been holding on to? Look, I didn't have the money and I was still buying materials to start my store. The universe provided. Yeah, I didn't break even yet. At one point, I will. At one point, my shit's going to take off. But I'm going to be making the body lotions, body butters, and they're going to have crystals in them as well. And mica in them. And some of them, if you're a female or you like the tan look, I will be adding that to also part of my store. I'm not going to necessarily call it a skincare line. No, it's a protective line. Is to protect you and beautify you as well. Clear your aura, clear your energy, brighten you up, and know you're protected. I look at that, the soap, as clearing and cleansing. I really could do salt scrubs too instead of soap, but I already got a soap making kit down there. We'll see what happens. I think you can get really cool with soaps. It is, but I still feel like it could be better. That's the other thing I gotta tell you. I have an endless supply of mountain water now. An endless supply. I can get as much as I mean, not that I couldn't before, but I'd have to go like, now there's a stream that runs right, a very clear water stream that runs right behind the camper. I can down there and get as much water as I want. So I also am going to, like I said, the rest of the week, get to get these cars figured out. I have phone calls to make. Friday I have running to do all week. And she owes me rent money yet. I'm sure she knows. She knows and forget. She's good about that. So it's a lot of taking things as they're coming in, getting the work done in the 3D that you need to do so that you can enjoy your spiritual work and your hobbies that actually blossom into your work. Because there's things that I put off in the 3D that have had me stuck. And a great illustration is letting my baby sit for 2 years and not having it fixed. Just not caring. But working on myself. I get that, like, I'm blessed in that aspect. But no matter what, I couldn't make it happen. It wasn't the right timing. And now everything is falling into place. It's because I feel like I could have done more. I feel like I could have done a lot more. Instead of sulking and complaining and whining about this person did this and that person did that and this hates me and the negativity. I was so caught up in the negativity of everything going on. And I get it, we were in lower dense energy. And that was the shit I was releasing. There is no more lower density, me bitching about this person. I don't give a shit what anyone does. Let people be who they are. If you don't like them, don't support them. If you love them, support them with your whole heart, man. But there's going to be things that we're going to have to agree to disagree on and remain cordial. And, well, we might agree to disagree on that, but doesn't mean that we don't love each other. That's real unity. Letting people be who they are, you be who you are. And if you're both on your divine purpose, stay in your lane. Don't get mad because this person's over here acting a fool. Don't worry, their karma, God sees exactly what they're doing. They ain't gonna get away with it. What we want to do, including myself, we want to see justice. We want recompense for what they did. And as long as we hold on to that bitterness, you're not going to see it. Or it's going to be worse and it's going to hurt you too. If you do see it. Because it's going to hurt you just as much. Especially if you're empathic in nature. Then you're going to blame yourself. Did I have a part of this? Then they're going to make you feel guilty. Even though you shouldn't feel guilty because they did it to themselves. Yet, and around you go again. Of the self-sabotage. Instead of minding your own business, talking to God, asking the Creator what is in alignment for you, making that a reality, manifesting it. What do you have for your people? How can I help them? Still doing my readings, still doing my stuff. That's why I said my holy oils I made Back in 2020, right before the C word hit, they changed my life. My spiritual baths changed my life. They were all given to me from the divine to clear out this harsh energy, to clear it all out, and then to rejuvenate with my aura, with the spring water line, and the spiritual baths with combination with my holy oil. So, and I have for the elementals, I have all the oils for all kinds of things. My high vibing oils, right now, as a gift, when people buy off of my Etsy, I include like a free bracelet and samples of my spiritual baths and one of those tiny high vibing oils of mine. That's a free gift that I just give out. They have an amethyst ball in them too. I was going to sell them in a set, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let them try them. And when they change their life, then they can say, Blue is on to something. Because I'm here to help you. You help me, equal reciprocation. I help you. So, I'm hoping at one time I can open up a store or do whatever, like a real store. But I'm telling you, I'm going to have a whole campsite full of people that I'm going to be able to talk to this coming summer. They're going to be like, why are you different? And then I can pull out all my beads as I'm working on bracelets, sitting outside in the sun with make my baths, make my oils, make my soap, do all that stuff. Oh yeah, I'm excited. So, not that a whole ton of people don't make baths or excuse me, soaps and stuff like. My soaps are gonna be different, and I'm gonna make some specifically for men too. So, I know some people can just get into just making soaps nonstop. So I want to get creative with my stuff. I want to the cleansing, mind, body, and spirit. The illumination of God on your life with the aura enhancing stuff that I'm making, so that you can shine bright in a very dark world. Your only responsibility is to be different, be authentic, be loving and caring, and not get in anybody else's business. Who cares what anyone says or does? Just you do what you need to do. This isn't, we're no more gossiping. I don't give a shit who does what. I don't care. I'm worried about helping the collective. That is my focus, is my people, and the purpose and mission that God has for my life. I'm leaving a legacy. So between now and the end of June, I'll be extremely busy. I'm going to continue to do as much as I can for you guys. As you saw, I gave you guys elementals for May. I should get a congratulations, and I saw they hardly got any views. If that keeps up on this channel, I'm going to start putting everything over on Mystical Illuminations. I'm just letting you all know this. If my stuff don't start getting shared, if I don't start getting bookings, and if my stuff keeps getting this happening, and people aren't watching my stuff, I'll go over on there and I'll upload it all over there. I get views over there. And over there I'll get bookings. So that's where I'm at. I can keep this just for live streams. I don't give a shit. Either way, I love you. Y'all take care. And if people start appreciating who I was and who I am, the days of unequal, because it happened on YouTube too, of me pouring into people and them not pouring back are over. It's either equal, or I come on and, you know, I give you stuff like this and I'll drop gems, but don't expect it. Okay? Doesn't mean I don't love you. Just means you need to level up too. If I'm leveling up, that's the call for you to level up. And I'm telling you, getting rid of bitterness, anger, and hatred out of your root chakra is a must. That goes across the board for everybody. It went across the board for me. I don't give a shit. Like, bless everybody. I don't care. I don't care what so-and-so does. I don't care what that person does. I'm going to pray for them. I know, Turtle. We have to learn to even appreciate those. What's going to make you different is not hate. And make me different is not hate somebody because they're different, or they don't get it, or they're whatever. Take my whole, from now, take it up with the Most High. If you don't like me, take it up with the Most High. I am no longer going to apologize to anybody for my relationship with God and how I feel. Those are my beliefs. Other people might have their beliefs. I'm going to share my beliefs with you and share what worked. If I didn't think it worked, I wouldn't tell you that. So I'm going to share my beliefs with you. And if you can take them or leave them. Exactly. Let them be who they are. It's not your problem. That's between them and God. You go on with your life. They could be a complete douchebag. God will get them. Don't worry about that. That's not our problem to worry about when that happens. Just love you. Self-love is not isolation. Self-love is getting out and shining and being bright in your communities again. And people are going to be like, damn, you went from 1 car to 3 cars. Your cars look good. Yeah, damn straight. It's called God Saved My Butt. Make sure you give God all the glory when all this happens. Make sure that you give the creator of the universe when your life starts falling into place, because you're putting into practice forgiveness and letting go of the dross and saying, not in my hands, God. That's in your hands now. I need freedom. Show me freedom. And that's uprooting the bitterness and anger, going through those emotions, going through all the tomfoolery that we've been through, and saying it happened for a reason. Why did it happen? Okay, it happened so that I can learn my value. And so I know the red flags, not to go in that direction again. I release them with peace. They're in your hands, God, and bless them, whatever. You know, bless those that curse you. It's a principle. Yes, and you have fiery Aries here who are going to come after people who come after the people I love. You will. I mean, they attack me and it's like, I just throw up facts. They said this about Jesus, they're going to say it about me. Pharisees are like that. Don't like getting called a Pharisee, don't come on my channel and act like one. Easy enough. Doesn't mean I hate you. I feel sorry for you that you don't have the full truth of who God is and how much he loves you. And I get that. I know how much God loves me. I saw what God put me through and brought me through. I'm Jobed. Jobed, right here. And now I'm getting my shit back tenfold. Love you all. Like I said, I'm getting double for my trouble. See you later. Bye.